Namaste, beautiful souls, eternal, immortal beings of light, my beautiful queens, my beautiful kings. There will be no cards in this video. In this video, I am trying to reach out to those of you who yet somehow did not get a hold of this knowledge, this information, and probably never heard about, probably heard something about it, but didn't get to it. These are the very important questions which I firmly and deeply believe that if one of you, just one of those of you who hear this video, actually take this information and start to get into this information, understand this information, this will be no less but the turning point in your life. I will discuss one subject, only one, several little places of this book, because I just spent a couple hours yesterday putting those things together so I could give it to you in a video. What happens to the soul after we leave a physical body, after our life on earth, our life, the current life is over, and who is the council of elders. And again, where I'm getting this information from, the book which is called Destiny of Souls. You can get it in electronic form, in Kindle, you can get it in paper, and this book had been translated in multiple languages. Who is Michael Newton? Michael Newton, PhD, had been a counseling psychologist, master hypnotherapist, and a teacher for more than 40 years. He is the founder of the Michael Newton Institute for Life Between Lives, hypnotherapy, which trains hypnotherapists in his pioneer teachings. What you can find, so what you need to understand, that these pieces of information he accumulated in 30, 40 years, piece by piece. He was getting this information piece by piece. This book is priceless. It cannot be priced anyhow, and what it's gonna do to you, how it's gonna change your life, is absolutely tremendous. His first book, Journey of Souls, and his third book, Wisdom of Souls, already written, finished by his students. What you can get from this book, for those of you who somehow don't know about it: Our Purpose on Earth, Spiritual Settings Where Souls Go After Death, the soul-brain connection, very important, how our body can take over the core, the voice, the character of our soul, extremely important information. Soul travel between lives, who are spirit guides, ways spirits connect with and comfort the living who are still here, so on. All this you can find in this book. I only will discuss with you the so-called Council of Elders. What does it mean? First of all, I want you to understand that the word fear does not exist in the spiritual world. The judgment and punishment does not exist. Just take it, please. Just this is their fundamental truth. The punishment, the fear, the judgment, which some of your religions are teaching you, that is a lie. Fear, punishment, and judgment doesn't exist in the realm of spirits. Fears don't exist there. So yes, there is the Council of Elders, which after each incarnation, the soul, your eternal and immortal self, is going to face the Council of Elders. And this is, I will explain you what it is about and what is really happening in key points. But of course, you will read the rest of it in the book. Human fear of judgment and punishment. Not long after souls return to their spirit groups, who are the spirit groups you also can read here, they are called before a gathering of wise beings. A step or two above, our guides, who are our guides also you can read in this book. These ascended masters are the most advanced, identifiable entities my still incarnating clients see in their spirit world. They give them different names, such as the Old Ones, the Sacred Masters, the Examiners, or the Committee. The two most common names I hear to describe these highly evolved masters are Council and Elders. So we can call it the Council of Elders. I usually call them the Sacred Masters. You have to understand that in the spirit world this is a place of order. And the Council of Elders, this is something which exemplifies justice. They appear to represent the last station of beings responsible for soul. Again, I'm repeating, which is still incarnating on earth. Why we are incarnating, I already explained, and you can read it in the book. Basically, we develop, we learn, we grow with each life. How we choose each life, how the circumstances in each life we decide and are chosen, what the goals are there, are going to be in this book. So far, I'm explaining you the Council of Elders and justice. So the Council of Elders appear to represent the last station of beings responsible for soul still incarnating on earth. These wise beings have absolutely unexplainable in human words compassion for human weaknesses. And they demonstrate infinite patience with our faults. Again, no judgment, scary fear, or hell. Please take it already. There is no hell. Okay, that thing doesn't exist. The soul appears before the council right after the incarnation, after your physical life is done, and many report that they will also visit the Council of Elders another time, second time, just before your new rebirth. What's going on during the meeting? So during the meeting, how it's happening, what is happening in details, you can read in this book. But during the meeting, the major choices which we made in the life we just live are being carefully reviewed with us. Behavior and accountability for our actions at important forks in our karmic path. Those are evaluated very carefully. And at the first conference, we are actually aware of what we done right and what we have done wrong. Especially, we are aware, so we are our most strict critics when we are already done with this life. We are at the realm of spirits. We know what we have done right, what we have done wrong. Especially, we are aware if we hurt other people in our life. And if there is to be a second visit with the council, as the time draws closer for your next reincarnation, it's already more relaxed, if we can say so, more relaxed atmosphere, where you will be discussing with the elders, with the council, certain potential life choices, opportunities, goals for your next life, so on. So when our guides do appear with us in front of the council, because our guides are closer to us, the council are the elders. So when they do appear in a council, usually council, the beings, it can be 6, 8, 9 supreme beings, depending on your soul development and the things you have accomplished or haven't accomplished. Again, all the details are here. So our guides do come to the councils with us, but they kind of keep quiet. This is because behind the scene discussion about our last life have already taken places between the guides and the council of elders themselves. So souls who come before their respective councils have been debriefed during orientation session with the guides. However, it is in front of the council where souls feel most vulnerable about their past performance. What is the object of council? The object of council meetings is not to demean the souls who came before them or to punish them for their shortcomings. No, the purpose of the elders is to question the soul in order to help them achieve their goals. If those goals you fail to achieve in this incarnation, in the next you will be able to achieve them. Every soul has an awareness, I'm repeating already, of the inquiry format of their life review. Although they know that no two councils visits will be the same. So for each soul, the council elders will be different. The elders are like loving, very supporting, very understanding, but firm parents. Meaning those are like encouraging teachers. They are encouraging teachers and behavioral counselors rolled in one. So what soul feel when you are in front of council? Actually, souls themselves, I already said, we are our strictest critics. So the elders, the supreme beings, they have the way of making the soul who came before them feel they feel love, they feel understanding, and they feel welcome. And of course, to compare the courtroom on earth with the council of elders would be really ridiculous, because the thing is that courtroom on earth and spiritual gathering of grand masters is the fact that everyone in the chamber is telepathic. The communication is telepathic. So all the attendants know the whole truth about every aspect of our conduct and the choices we made in the last life. Deception is impossible. There is no need for rules. There is no need for evidence. There is no need for defense attorneys or juries, so that they can properly plan for our future. The elders want to make sure that we totally understand the consequences of our actions, particularly towards others. The elders ask us how we ourselves feel about major episodes in our life and our courses of action. Of course, desirable actions and those that were counterproductive are discussed openly. And again, without judgment or pointing fingers. Regardless of the number of times we continue to make the same mistakes, our council has enormous, endless patience with us. We have much less patience with ourselves than the elders have with us. The elders probe for answers of how we think our host body served or hindered development. The council is already considering our next potential life and future environment. They wish to know how we feel about our actions in this past incarnation and in another incarnation. So nothing about these meetings appears to be the same for each particular soul. Our intent in life is of utmost importance at council's meetings. Our intent in life. The elders know all about us, of course, naturally, supreme beings, before we appear in front of them. Of course, they know how our soul mind interfaced with the human brain, and this is carefully analyzed. They know our past records with other host bodies, because this body is called host body. This includes the control or lack of control we experience over the baser natures and negative emotions of bodies on earth. Compulsions, illusions, and attachments are never offered as excuses by souls for their conduct. Again, compulsions, illusions, and attachments are never offered as excuses by soul for their conduct. However, rationalizations about life's trials are not substituted for brutal honesty. The Council of Elders is looking to see if inner immortal character of our soul maintained its integrity in terms of values, ideas, and actions during incarnation. Let me repeat it again. The Council of Elders is looking to see if the inner immortal character of our soul maintained its integrity in terms of values, ideals, and actions during incarnation. They want to know if we submerged by our host body, or did we shine through Did we submerged by our host body, or did we shine through? Did our soul effectively merge as a partner to the human brain, as one harmonious outward human personality? Did it happen? Council members question soul about the use of power. Was our influence positive or corrupted by the need to dominate others? Were we led by the convictions of others, demonstrating no personal power, or did we make original contributions? The council is not concerned about how many times we fell down in our progress through the life, but rather whether we had the courage to pick ourselves up and finish strong. I repeat it again. The council is not so concerned about how many times we fell down in our progress through life, but rather whether we had the courage to pick ourselves up and finish strong. It doesn't matter how many times you fell. It matters how many times you put yourself together and had been able to rise. I will repeat this again because I consider this is crucial. What is this Council of Elders is really all about? The council is looking to see if the inner immortal character of our soul maintained its integrity in terms of values, ideals, and actions during incarnation. They want to know if we were submerged by our host body, or did we shine through? Did our soul effectively merge as a partner to the human brain, as one harmonious outward human personality? Council members question souls about the use of power. Was our influence positive or corrupted by the need to dominate others? Were we led by the convictions of others, demonstrating no personal power, or did we make original contributions? The council is not concerned about how many times we fell down in our progress through life, but rather whether we had the courage to pick ourselves up and finish strong. And I will tell you another very important thing. It was case number 38, when a man considered that he was living not bad of the life, and he did a lot of charity work, and he gave a lot of money for charity organizations. And when he was standing in front of the council, they asked him this question: do you remember a woman at a bus stop? He was late for his late for office, and suddenly he saw, it was in the time of Great Depression, he saw a woman at a bus stop crying, and he wanted just to pass by, it's like not my business, but something in him made him stop, come to this woman, said to her and hug her, and spent 10 minutes with her, telling her that, you know what, you are strong, I believe you can do it, I believe everything is gonna be fine. And he then took his bus and he forgot absolutely all about it, but the council of elders remind him about this. They ask him, do you remember this woman? And he was in such a surprise, even shocked, that such small gesture of kindness and compassion didn't wasn't unnoticed, because this is what the most important: kindness and compassion towards others. And he said, I thought that I was doing the right thing when I was doing all my charity work and I was donating so much money. And his guy told him that, yes, it's a great thing that you were doing it, but you were doing it in order to look good in the eyes of people, so people talk good about you and see you as like a hero. But that action of pure compassion and kindness to the woman on a bus stop, that what was the most, like, one of the most grandiose episode in his entire life, and he lived a long life. That act of compassion, empathy, and kindness, and unconditional love to this unfamiliar, absolutely woman. So none of our things is going to miss our supreme beings, the council, and of course our guides. Of course, you can read all about it in this book, and I cannot stress it enough to tell you that there is nothing like it, and this will make you a different person, because you will understand why things are happening, what it is for, what is the reason why you've gone through this or this or this. To say the value of his work is not possible. 40 years he gave to this work, and he left us this book, The Destiny of Soul, The Journey of Soul, and The Wisdom of Soul. And I hope some of you heard me, and this is what happens. This is what about this scary judgment we are gonna have. That's not scary at all, and no one out there is to scare you or to make you afraid or feel miserable or feel non-worthy. That's not what that world is about. This is what it is all about. This is just a small part of this book, and I hope that some of you heard me, some of you will get it, read it, and completely turn your life around. I hope that it was helpful. Love to all of you. Namaste.